bringing you a kid-friendly radio show. Every Saturday afternoon on YouTube. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Hello and welcome to episode 15 of the Brit Kids Show with me, Ethan. Coming up on today's show, we'll be talking about going back to school with Genevieve, the first leaderboard game of September, and another weekly watch list. And we'll also be having the final of August's leaderboard game. So I went back to school this week. Like many others across the UK, it was so weird being back in a place where I hadn't been since the 20th of March. That's nearly 5 or 6 months ago. It was such a different experience to what it was like before the virus that changed the world came. Because I'm back at school and I have to do homework, and obviously I get home later than I was doing when I was doing homeschooling, I won't have as much time to work on this show. So instead of having a really bad quality, quickly put together show every week, we'll be having a good quality show every 2 weeks instead of once a week from now on. So our next show will be on the 19th of September instead of the 12th of September. That means the leaderboard game will not just run in September this month. It will run in October as well to not just get 2 contestants in the month of September, and we can get 5 contestants in September and October. So, but now it is time for the final of August's leaderboard game. This is not recorded with the contestants because most of them weren't available, and it wouldn't be that fun to do one with just one of them. But here it is. Hello and welcome to the final of August's leaderboard game. Let's remember all of our contestants from August. First up is Nate from episode 11. Now it is time for Florence from episode 12. Let's say hello to Dan from episode 13. Finally, it's time to say hello to Kitty from episode 14. Okay, now we have said hello to all of our contestants. It is time for the moment you have been waiting for. Yes, it is time to crown the person at the top of the leaderboard. So we'll start with last and fourth place with a 2 is Florence. Well done. In second place with just 1 mark off at the top spot is Kitty with her score of 5. Well done. In first place is the joint Kings of August's leaderboard game with their score 6. Is Nate and Dan. Well done. So you are now entered into this year's final of the leaderboard game, which will be in December, with the rest of the kings and queens of other months, including last month's winner, Philippa, to win the title of the champion of the leaderboard 2020. Again, thank you to all of our contestants for coming and competing through August. So the leaderboard game will be coming back later in the show for the leaderboard game of September and October, but for now, goodbye. So now it is time for an interview with a Year 7 student. Hello, Genevieve, and thank you for being on the show today. How are you doing?
Good.
So I thought we should start off the interview off with some questions about lockdown. So are you doing did you do anything special for the summer holidays?
Yeah, we would usually go to America on the summer holidays because we've got lots of family in America.
Yeah.
But this time, instead of that, we just went camping.
Where do you go camping?
Somewhere on the coast of England. It's a campsite that was a farm.
Was it really
It's
nice?
by the beach.
Was it really nice?
Yeah, the weather was nice, and then it started storming.
Oh dear.
And
So the end of it wasn't that nice. So what was the best thing about being in lockdown?
I think the best thing was getting to spend more time with my family and going outside more. We did lots and lots of walks.
Yeah, I did too. So what was the worst thing about being in lockdown?
I would say not being able to see my friends because obviously we weren't allowed to go out and socialize.
Yeah. So what have you been eating a lot of? What did you eat a lot of during lockdown?
Pasta, we had lots and lots and lots of pasta.
Pasta. Do you have lots of rice or not?
I think rice was pretty hard to find, but we did have rice whenever we could.
Okay. So what are you most looking forward to in the next stage of lockdown ending?
Probably being able to go see my relations and being able to go on a holiday to more places.
Yeah. So you've just gone into year 7, haven't you, on a Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
But how was leaving your primary school without getting that physical, but did you go back to school?
Yeah, we went back to school and it was really strange because of all the new rules.
Did you go back to primary school in June?
Yeah, we went back and had the leavers assembly.
Oh, so was that nice? So where did you do it? Did you do it outside with all social distance?
We did it in the field, and there were all these markings that they sprayed in the grass where we could sit and where we couldn't.
So did you did you still do like a socially distanced play or not?
We didn't do a play. The teachers came up and did a few speeches, and the kids came up with a poem, and a few of them sang, and I think that was it.
So was that nice to get that actually physical experience? Because I know a lot of year 6 students didn't go back to school.
Yeah, it was. I saw a lot of people who had been going back to school and a lot of people who hadn't gone back to school, and it was really nice seeing people again.
Yeah. So you went to your secondary school for the first time on Wednesday. So how was that? Without having actually transitions? Yeah.
It was very strange. There were lots and lots of new people, and even though I was there with my friends and with people that I knew from primary, there were also far more people in my year than there were in the whole primary school before.
Yeah. So have you gotten a class with some of your friends or some people that you know from primary school?
Yeah, I think in every class there's someone from my primary school, and I have good friends in the classes that I am in.
That's good. So what's it been like going to school for the first time in the middle of a worldwide pandemic?
It's very strange, but pretty much everything is strange now. And we have to hand sanitize in every other room we go in, and the teachers can't come over and help us.
Yeah, that's the same with my year. So what are the precautions? What precautions have been put in place to prevent the spread of COVID-19?
Well, as I said, you have to hand sanitize, and you can't really talk to your teachers personally, and you can't move around from class to class. You stay in one class and all the teachers come to you.
Yeah. And isn't there different areas for break times and lunch times? So like my year, because I go to the same school as Genevieve, but I'm in year 8, So I have to go to the place called the Vibrancy with lots of tables. But Genevieve, you are in the dining hall, aren't you?
Yeah, we're in the dining hall and we have break in the tennis court.
Do you have hot food or not in the dining hall?
No, we have
Just
sandwiches and we have a few snacks that we can have, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but have you got a packed lunch or are you buying the sandwiches?
Sometimes I bring in a packed lunch and sometimes I buy the school dinner.
Okay. So what subjects have you had so far?
I've had geography, maths, history, and I've also had I've had tutoring with my form teacher.
Okay, yeah. So because with our school you have a first lesson, 1 hour lesson, don't you? And then you have 2-hour lessons, don't you? When we normally had 5 lessons instead of 3. So how has that been, doing 2 hours of the same subjects?
Well, I found it really hard because today we had geography, then double history, then double maths, and I can't really say those are my favorite subjects.
No, I had history, geography, then science. That they're not my favorite subjects, but I had a good teacher, so I quite like them. So do you like your teachers?
Yeah, I think so far they've all been really nice, and they've only been a bit strict when kids have been shouting out or being silly. And I think they also really helped us because some of us might have been behind from homeschooling.
Yeah. So what is the best subject you've had so far?
I have to say I really liked geography because we were learning a lot about rainforests and about different countries in the world.
So have you enjoyed year 7 so far?
Yeah, I think it was really good, and the only worries that I've had have been probably usual, not knowing people and not knowing the school and getting lost.
So do you get a bus to your school?
Yeah, I get the bus to my school, and this morning I missed a taxi,
Oh dear.
and I only just got on the bus.
Oh dear. So how is this bus? Is it very crowded? Do you have to wear a mask?
Yeah, we have to wear a mask. It's really crowded. There are lots of older children who kind of know each other and they talk to each other a lot. And then there's us and we're year 7s and we don't really know that many people on the bus.
Yeah. So it's a bit daunting for you, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay, so thank you for being on the show today. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So that was Genevieve talking about going into year 7 in a worldwide pandemic. If you have a new skill that you've learnt in lockdown, or if you just want to get interviewed by me, email me at thebritkidsshow@gmail.com and title your email interviews. But if you want to see how I edited and uploaded last week's show, you can with the last part of the Making of the Brit Kids show. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description below. So episode 2 of the Nether Survival Challenge will be out on my gaming channel on at Thursday at 4 o'clock. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description below. My gaming videos will be out every 2 weeks as well, so I can get better content and more time to edit the videos. But now it is time for the weekly watch list. So this week's submission to the watch list to join Lost in Space, Current War and Alex Rider is Artemis Fowl. Available on Disney+, Artemis Fowl is about a 12-year-old genius and descendant of a long line of criminal masterminds. I might have said that wrong. I can't say it. He soon finds out he is in an epic battle against a race of powerful underground fairies who may be behind his father's disappearance. But that is all I'm going to tell you. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description below. if you have a TV show or film that you would like to nominate for the watch list, you can leave it in the comment section down below, or you can email me at thebritkidsshow@gmail.com and tell us your email, the weekly watch list. Now it is time for the first leaderboard game of September and October. The leaderboard game. Hello, Libby, and welcome back to the Brit Kids show. You were actually on the show back in episode 6. So, how are you today?
I am good. Yes, I'm very good. I've just been back at Cotherstone. So if you know, if any Cotherstone people are listening to this, I used to go to Barney. I went to Cotherstone to begin with until year 2. Then I moved to Barney School for year 3, year 4, year 5, and now I'm back in Cotherstone for year 6. So that's very exciting. And I've just finished from today. Then I went on a walk with Rachel, which was very nice.
So do you think you can get a good score in the leaderboard game today?
I think I can. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with question 1. A major American actor died of cancer this week, but which character did he play in the Marvel universe? Was it A, Iron Man, B, Black Panther, or C, Captain America? Your time
Black
starts
Panther.
now.
Black Panther.
You are correct. You've got 1 so far. Okay, question 2. Visiting restrictions have been reintroduced in which British city? Is it A, Glasgow, B, Leicester, or C, Bolton? Your time starts now.
I'd say it's Glasgow because Scotland started before us opening things. Glasgow?
You are correct. Okay, so question 3. Oh, you've got 2 so far. Question 3. HS2 officially started construction this week, but how many jobs does it promise? Is it A, 11,000, B, 33,000, or C, 22,000? Your time starts now.
I mean, you're probably going to think it's the biggest because it's like reverse the current psychology. So I'm going to go for 33,000.
That's the biggest.
I thought the 41 was.
Now there's A, 11,000, B, 33,000, or C, 22,000.
Oh, I'm going to go with 22,000 then.
You are correct. Okay, so you've got 3 so far. Okay, 4. A BBC's Strictly Come Dancing has made history by having its first non-binary contestant, B, first same-sex dance partner, or C, first gay presenter. Your time starts now.
Same-sex dance partner.
You are correct. You have got 4 so far. You're on a winning streak. Okay, so question 5. A major actor released earlier this week that they and their family had contracted COVID-19, but who was it? Was it A, Dwayne Johnson, B, Hugh Jackman, or C, Tom Holland? Your time starts now.
Now this one I do not know. The only person I know in that is Hugh Jackson, and I don't think he's caught corona. Who was the first one again?
Dwayne Johnson.
Who is he? Is he an actor?
Or sometimes called The Rock.
I have a feeling it's him, Dwayne Johnson.
You are correct. You have got 5 so far. You've got half. So you don't have anyone to beat because you are the first one to do it in September. But okay. Question 6. A children's TV show, Blue Peter, released their newest presenter this week. But what did he do before becoming a presenter for Blue Peter? Was he A, a BBC researcher, B, a BBC sports producer, or C, a YouTuber? Your time starts now.
Probably not a YouTuber. Might be a sports presenter, because he has a kind of background with kind of crowds.
It was a BBC sport producer, not a presenter.
Oh, producer. What was the first one again?
A BBC researcher.
Researcher. I know it's one of the BBC. I don't think it's a YouTuber. Or it could be. I'm going to go with BBC sports producer.
You are incorrect. It was actually C, a YouTuber. Okay, so question 7. Schools went back to school in England this week for the first time since what date? A, the March the 20th, B, this March the 17th, or C, March the 23rd. Your time starts now.
March the 23rd.
You are incorrect. It was actually March the 20th. Okay. Question 8. A Korean pop band broke US records this week, but which band was it? Was it A, Blackprint, B, Big Bang, or C, BTS? Your time starts now.
I'm going to go Big Bang.
You are incorrect. It's actually C, BTS. Okay. Question 9. Virgin Atlantic is to cut how many jobs? Is it A, 300, B, 3,040, or C, 1,150? Your time starts now.
1,150.
You are correct. It was 1,150. Wow, you know that fast. So you have got 6 out of 10 so far. Okay, question 10. A British city has been placed on the lockdown watch list. But which British city is it? Is it A, Bristol, B, Leeds, or C, London? Your time starts now.
Leeds.
You are correct. You have got 7 out of 10. I think that is one of the highest scores. I think Lewis got the same score as you back in June. But that puts you at a really high place for the leaderboard game this month. We have 3. We have 3 more contestants, or maybe 4 contestants, to try and beat you. But you are in a really high place there. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So that was Libby doing the leaderboard game. She has got 7 out of 10, which is a really good score. So she might win the leaderboard game of September and October. But if you want to try and beat Libby in the next leaderboard game of September and October, email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com and type your email the leaderboard game. Sadly, that is all we have time for this week. We'll be back in 2 weeks on the 19th of September with another leaderboard game of September and October, an interesting interview about going back to school, and the weekly watch list. Please share this video with your friends and family to get them views up. Comment, like, listen to last week's episode if you haven't already. Watch out my behind the scenes series, The Making of the Brit Kids Show. Listen to this show until the end. Email me and subscribe. All of them things really do help me out. We are trying to get to 50 subscribers. I think we're on 46 now, so please do subscribe if you haven't already to try and get to 50 subscribers. In the meantime, if you have any suggestions on how we could make the show better, or about the Brit Kids Show Extra, or about the Brit Kids Gaming Show, or if you have a new skill you want to talk about, or if you have a TV show or film that you would like to nominate for the watch list, or if you want to have the chance to beat a Libby in the next leaderboard game of September and October, comment below or email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com. So that is all we have time for this week. We'll be back in 2 weeks at the same time, but for now, goodbye. Bringing you a kid-friendly radio show every Saturday afternoon on YouTube. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock.